Okay, so after you've made your Google Classrooms, you're going to want to go back in and make sure that you are using my personal recommendation for your Google Classroom settings. So in order to do so, let's go ahead and click on that Google Classroom, and it's hyperlinked right there by the title. So open up your Google Classroom. Please note that you have the name up here in the upper left-hand corner, and your settings gear is all the way over here on the right. We're going to get to this part in just a moment. First, take a note that you see the classroom stream. This is kind of like treated like a news feed on Facebook or Twitter where you can post announcements to your entire class. The Classwork tab is where you're going to post all of your assignments to your students. People is where you're going to see the teachers you've connected and your students. And grades, this part so much we don't really focus on because we enter our grades into PowerSchool. Okay, back to the stream. Here's our settings gear. You can also change the name of your classes in the settings gear as well, or any additional general information. Here are a couple things to know. You can send your students an invite link via email by copying this link here, or if students are currently sitting in your class, you can choose the display class code option by displaying this on the projector or smartboard and having students enter the code to join on their account. Two very important settings to take note is the stream. Right now, it's automatically set where students can post and comment, but that can turn into the Hot Mess Express with students treating that like a place where they can chat and hang out on your Google Classroom. So, my strong preference is only teachers can post or comment. The second thing is classwork on stream. Each and every single time that you post an assignment on Classwork, it's also going to post an announcement on stream, and that can get very confusing for students. I personally, whenever I was in the classroom and used Google Classroom, I trained students to use the stream as like my big announcements that I was making or reminders. And then I trained them always to go to the classwork tab to find their assignments. So again, strong recommendation of mine is to hide those notifications. And then I didn't mind if teachers had access to show deleted items because that was really just me and anybody else that I joined to my class. Also, it is important to note that here at the Capital Encore Academy, we are not going to generate a meeting link for our Google Classrooms. We're also not going to worry about grading in Google Classroom because we have PowerSchool Gradebook, which is already kind of confusing for students and parents to see grades in Google Classroom and grades in PowerSchool. So we're not going to overwhelm them by having a grade that's calculated here, and it probably is never going to match up to the PowerSchool grade because we have category rates, weights, and everything like that. So again, we're not going to generate a Google Classroom Meet link, and we're not going to set up grading in Google Classroom. Once you review all of your settings, and again, the two to note was the stream, only teachers can post or comment, and classwork on the stream. Hide notifications. Once you've checked those settings and you're ready to save, go ahead and go to the upper right-hand corner and hit the blue save button. After that, you're going to go home, and you're going to do so for each one of your classes by clicking on the hyperlink and then going into those settings and changing those for, again, each one of the classes that you have had set up.